All right. The date is the 6th month, 21st day, first day of summer, 2025. We're going back to 2016. It's January. I think it's about the first week or second week of January. You gotta remember it's a while ago. So I've got all the dancers that I know and all the massage girls that I know. They like to be called different names, like for their professions, but I can't remember what they are now. Massage attendants, uh, burlesque dancers, oh, whatever. They like to be differently categorized sometimes. But anyway, we're all getting along. And I'm having them meet me at the one bar that's closest to where I live. It's a dance parlor. And it's only about a 5 minute drive from where I live. It's more convenient for me and everything. And from there, I do what I can with the girls to take them where they'd like to go, do what they want to do, and all that. And I usually start around midnight, 12:30. It's mostly a night thing with me. Sometimes I have daytimes. But anyway, and then I usually go till about 4 in the morning approximately. So let's start off with what's going on at this time. The girls started telling me that there's 3 new girls coming into the bar. They've been there a while now, about a week or two, and I have not run into them. And the manager talked to me about them too. He says these girls are odd. They sleep all day. They won't get up till nighttime. I know right away I started thinking vampires myself. But they're not vampires. But they have similarities with them. Now, the managers are like telling me that every place that they've gone to, after a couple months, businesses died down and stuff like that. And I'm trying to figure out why. And is it because of these 3 girls? And these young ladies also have psychic abilities, because I found that out when I did a reading on one of them. And they were very curious about me because they heard about me and I've heard about them. And I was curious to do a reading on them too. So there's 2 apprentices and 1 leader. And I did the reading on the one young lady, and I found out the reason that the bars that they were at, or the strip joints or places they were at, the reason business went down is because they would take energy from their customers. And once you do that, that person will need to give that energy to that certain individual. And that will cause him to lose his job. Like, you got to remember, to go to these places, you have to have a really good job because they're expensive. The drinks at dance parlors are more expensive than normal bars. The drinks at dance parlors that people buy for you or you buy for them also is a cost. And then you got to deal with the dancers and stuff like that. And they're not cheap. They're expensive as well. So you have to have a good job to go to these establishments. And the problem is, the girls were taking the energy from the customers and they were losing their jobs and they couldn't come to the establishment anymore. They'd have to borrow, beg, or steal, whatever they got to do to go there, and they were doing stuff like that. So that caused just more problems for the establishment. So they sort of soured the milk for the 3 young ladies and got them to go somewhere else. And everybody wants new girls in these dance parlors, so it wasn't hard for them to go from dance parlor to dance parlor. So now I've got to help them figure out a way that I can get them to stay in certain establishments without causing any damage. So I'm going to have to meet the leader. But before I meet the leader, I got to do the second girl. Now, every different individual has their different things. And this young lady was a little bit of aggressive. And she liked things a little different. And I don't know if you've ever heard of S&M. She was sort of into that. And the occult. And she really liked the reading that I gave her. And she was really fascinated by it. And there's nothing wrong with that. But she was also taking energy from the customers. So now I got to meet the leader. This is the one that really is going to do it. And I meet her. Now, the girls were in the ages of 22 to 28 years old. And the leader was about 27 or 28. And the other two, one was 22 and one was 25. A brunette, a redhead, and a blonde. Now, the odd thing about this is that the older one was the leader of the other two, so she listened to what they said. So I had to find out how she started to do this. Now, all three of them have psychic abilities, because if you can take energy from a person, that means you have psychic abilities. So I started talking to the leader. She was also fascinated by the reading that I gave her, and she told me I have a gift. I says, you have a gift as well. She goes, I'm not doing it to you. And so I summed by that term when she said, I'm not doing that to you, is she's not taking my energy. She's saving me. Like she says, that's what I do. And I taught the other two girls how to do it. And you're right, they do have psychic abilities. And I said, but come on, think about what you're doing. I thank you for not taking it from me. But I do have enough energy to feed everybody if I need to. And she goes, I can feel that, but still I won't do it to you because it'll make you weak and this and that. And I'm like, I get weak every time I do a reading. And she goes, yeah, I know that because you're using up your energy. I said, but I replenish my energy constantly. So she didn't know exactly what I was talking about and how I replenish my energy. And as I said, if we can work together, we can fix this. And that way you don't have move from dance parlor to dance parlor. And she goes to me, in southwestern Ontario, do you know how many dance parlors there are? I go, yeah, but you're starting to get a reputation that nobody wants you around. She goes, who told you that? And I said, well, the managers asked me to talk to you about what's going on and how this is happening. She goes, I didn't know that. I go, yeah, the other managers from the other places have communicated to all the other places. So I'm going to try to help you. And she goes, well, what can you do? I said, listen, we can get energy almost anywhere. There's an abundance amount of energy that you can receive. And I said, listen, there's the sun. There's the water, rivers, lakes, all kinds of tap. If you open up the tap, you can take energy from that. There's the earth. Sleep close to the ground, you don't have to sleep on the ground, but just, a few inches higher, and you can get energy from that. The wind. Get your fans moving constantly. Put the air conditioner on. You can get energy from that. And there's energy even in everything. There's energy in appliances. There's energy in fabric. There's energy everywhere. You just got to know how to get it. And so I started to proceed to show them how to get it. The sun is the easiest one. You suntan. And they never went out in the sun. They were nighttime. Always nighttime. I said, why don't we try some day shifts instead of night shifts? And because of the readings that I did on there, they thought I was so amazing that they started to follow my lead on this. All the other girls were scared of them because they could take energy from male or female. And it's true about the energy about taking from humans, but you can take energy from animals. You can take energy from anywhere, trees, anything, plants. And I got to show them that you don't have to take it from people, and the people can survive. So let's go to the spring, because this took a while. Because I started in the second or third week of January, and now we're in March, the 21st, or near the end of March. And I started to show them, the sun started to come up. They got a couple of day shifts, and they started to tan a little bit. And I started to show them that they can. And I had to cut the energy power from them to their customer. So I took it myself. And I knew that I could handle probably maybe 2 or 3 weeks of losing this amount of energy and giving it to them while they start to find other means of getting energy. Oh, energy and food, of course. Energy and water, of course. All that, all of it. Like, they were never eating either. And so, vitamin supplements, everything. I did everything I possibly could. And I was trying to help all three of them. But the other two wouldn't listen to me directly. They would only listen to the one young lady. So I had her convinced on the situation of taking energy from other people. By by the end of spring, the beginning of summer, it started to work. And I was able to replenish my own energies so that I didn't have to give it to them anymore. And they prospered. They went on. I am not sure at this time, but I think 2 of them got married and 1 started her own business in the psychic world. Yeah. Since she's never stole or took energy from any other individual again, as far as I know. And this is Birdy's story for now. I'll talk to you later. Bye.